So, this is the past. I hope Silver is okay. He's pretty insecure when he's alone. The Iblis trigger. Blue Hedgehog.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my Let's Play of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, also known as Sonic 06, also known as Sonic the Hedgehog. And we are in Part 4 or Part 2 of the Silver playthrough, depending on what playlist you're watching this on. And we are playing as Blazicat in Wave Ocean. So, as you know, Blazicat is basically a much better version of Sonic, a much, buffier version of Sonic. And again, I said this last episode, but her first game was from Sonic Rush. She's basically the alternate dimension Sonic. And right now we are in the past, and right now we are traversing through Wave Ocean as Blazer. I just said that twice already, but because of the extra moveset she has, I don't think going through this level will be a lot better, actually. Well, actually, it will be a lot better, because at least he doesn't have a Mach speed sections anymore, unlike Sonic would. Or have to hold on to a whale and wait for his sidekick to do the job. Anyways, let's talk about the voice actors finally. So, Blaze's voice actor is played by actress Eric Schroeder. I apologize if I get that last name buffered a little bit. But, she also does voice acting for another character in this game that, right now, I don't know right now, but anyways, she's done a few projects, in the past. I'm not sure she voice acted, Blaze in a future title. Maybe Sonic Colors for, a few, miniature voice lines, but it could be a different actress altogether. I don't know much about the actors, but I will say though, the community here does get a lot more voice actors. Now, because starting on Shadow the Hedgehog, because I guess Dean Bristow, the voice of Dr. Eggman, passed away, they had to get Mike Pollock, who was the voice actor for Eggman in the Sonic X TV show. And when making Shadow the Hedgehog and getting Mike Pollock, it's you know what? Let's get all the 4 kids voice actors who did the TV show. And so they did. And we're going to talk about these other voice actors as we get further into this series.
I finally found him. The Iblis trigger.
Got you, Sonic!
Hey!
It's about time I finally caught you again. Hey! You're not Sonic! I'm sorry.
I'm... Huh? Hey, where'd he go? He must have run off!
I'm sorry. Did you miss someone because of me?
It's okay. I'm sure the guy I'm looking for is still on the island. I'm sure I can still find him.
Well, then I'll help you.
What?
2 heads are better than 1 when looking for someone.
Hey, just wait a second.
What's your name?
Silver.
That's a nice name. I'm Amy Rose. It's nice to meet you.
Ah! Hey, wait!
Gosh darn it, Amy, you fell for that twice already. One, you did that with, of course, Shadow, and then later in the future you did that with the real Sonic. But he looks completely different, obviously, and now you did a 3rd time. Well, technically it was a 2nd time, because the 3rd time was in the future, and I'm never going to play this game, I don't think. I'll probably do it on Twitch, but not much on YouTube. But, anyways, here we are in Filiana as Silver and Amy. And, what we need to do is we need to get our way into the desert, but obviously the guards are blocking, the desert until you get permission by, as from last episode, Lord Regis Philbin. And obviously his last name was not Philbin, but I figured give a little tribute because he did pass away a few months ago, so I want to, God bless his soul, and pick up all his barrels, and every single piece inside of those barrels is a bit of Regis Philbin's soul, so God bless him. I turned around because I decided to go to the shop, only to figure out that there's actually nothing to buy for Silver, because there's still the 2 upgrades, but I already got them last episode, so I didn't need to do that. The reason why I went to the shop because I wasn't sure, so I edited out that entire process of me going back to the shop. But I decided to leave this bit in because I figured it would be fun, really goofy for me to, like, walk across town with a ton of barrels in my hands. And, also, the barrels are hitting these people, but these people don't really react to them. They just, like, don't really care if they're hit by barrels. They just still continue to walk. They walk. That guy right there, he didn't get a, hurt reaction from it. So, like, people are not really worried about Silver's telekinesis. But anyways, so now we're moving on to, I guess it will be our second, mandatory town mission. And, of course, by Lord Regis Philbin here. But, basically, what's going to be going on here is that, like, Soliana is under attack by Eggman's mechs, and it's up to Silver to protect the gate to Soliana. And basically, you have to kill a lot of these robots, a lot of Eggman's mechs. And of course, like, the faster you do it, the better your ranking. Again, for side missions, I'm only showing you guys the mandatory ones, the ones I have to do to progress the story. For side missions, for the optional side missions, I'll probably save most of these for an extra video at the end of the series. So, don't worry. But anyways, of course, what you gotta do, you gotta basically hold the right trigger to, of course, pick up objects as Silver, and then just throw them at people. Now, we did pick up an upgrade that will allow you to, like, throw them all at once, so it'll deal a lot of damage. But I still recommend, like, throwing one at a time instead of, like, all at once, because sometimes it could bug out. And you can also pin slap them too, just so that way you can also dwindle down damage that way if you can't find anything to throw at. Because that's, like, Silver's only major defense, is just, like, pick up and throw shit at enemies. Anyway, Silver is voice acted by Pete Capellia. I probably pronounced that last bit incorrectly. And, again, I stated last episode that he was voice acted by the voice actor of Raiden. That was, well, at least for this first game, he is not voice acted by the voice actor Raiden. The later games, such as, like, probably starting at Sonic Generations, that is when he's actually being voice acted by Raiden. But he does still sound familiar, so at this point, I start to believe that the 2 actors are probably brothers at this point. But, anyways, we take care of... Anyway, so now that we have taken care of the, robots, we finally have gained access to the desert. But I am not looking forward to do commentary on the desert, but that's why I'm basically doing this Let's Play series anyways, so can't wait to talk more about that. I will, now, I could talk about the voice actor for Amy, but we'll do that next time we get control of her. Anyway, so again, we gain access, so now we're going to the desert, and this is where, hopefully, to find Sonic, who is totally not the Iblis Trigger. Okay.
I sense Sonic's presence here. Call it my girlish intuition.
What am I doing?
Sorry. As soon as I find Sonic, I'll help you find who you're looking for, Silver.
This looks so beautiful.
What? You mean this desert?
Everything is so great here, isn't it? The sky is gorgeous and everyone's happy.
Huh?
Let's go. I'll help you find who you're looking for.
Alrighty, folks, so now we're taking on Dusty Desert as Silver, and compared to Sonic, he is not outside the pyramid, he is inside the pyramid. And Silver's second level pretty much sucks. And we'll talk about these bits in a second and also later on, but let's take out these first few enemies and just use our Pink Slap, then just toss them against the wall. And take out these two other robots back here with, of course, their projectile missiles, so that ain't too much. Take out these guys as well, and this is where we get to the main problem. So these are billiard balls, and basically what these things are is basically what you gotta do is you gotta use your Pinch Slap to basically knock them into the holes, so that way you'll be able to it's like a billiard puzzle, like billiards game. Like pull. And no, not swimming pull. But anyway, so these things have like a countdown on the ball, so you can find how many times you're able to hit these things before they detonate. Now, for the first room, I don't think it'll be too much of an issue, because like, well, all you gotta do is just like send them into the small holes in the corners, and pretty much good. I did not do this first try, but because like got to 0, I was able to get another one in, but now I can't like hit anymore because now it's gonna explode. And then of course they all respawn, so. But don't worry, it ain't, this first puzzle ain't much of a too big problem. It's later on you have to worry about, and again, we will talk about it when we get to it. So anyways, once we finally get past, of course, this room, the rest of the level is pretty standard. You enter the next room, and of course this is where you have to make sure to take out the big enemies. Now, the big enemies are, like, the toughest ones for Silver to fight. Because, like, you have, again, they have a humongous health bar. And, like, for games, and for Silver's gameplay, again, you have to pick up and then throw shit at enemies. And sometimes, like, sometimes when you throw it at them, either it will not shovel down health, or would not cause too much of an effect on them. So, again, like, taking out these enemies in Silver is already a pain as it is, but the two arms in his hands can also be projectiles as well, but sometimes, like, they also bounce back off of the enemy. So I do recommend using a Pinch Slap if you want to guarantee some sort of, like, hit stun out of them. And, oh my god, okay. So, we're moving on to, by far, the worst character of the entire game. So this is Amy Rose, so her first appearance was Sonic CD, and, she gets this current look from Sonic Adventure, of course, and how he controls from Sonic Adventure was pretty spot on in terms of her character. Like, her Pika Pika Hammer can do a lot, but this game, her Pika Pika Hammer does, like, point blank, and it doesn't, it's, like, absolute crap. Like, what was wrong with these Sonic Adventure days? What happened here? I just don't understand it. She also has a double jump, but unlike Blaze's double jump, you don't get a lot of momentum from it. Like, once you perform a double jump, all your momentum is gone, and the only way you're able to successfully land it is if you are actually close to the platform you're supposed to be going for. And, like, Amy's double jump is something that I wish Blaze had. Not what I wish Blaze had, but I wish Amy had, like, Blaze's jump. By the way, you may notice that flick right there. By the way, little trivia. I do live stream these type of recording sessions, sorta. Because, now, obviously, I had to mute my microphone and take my webcam off, and I'm only able to communicate for chat. There was chat activity during that time, and I was too distracted by chat. So, I shouldn't... I was trying to be more focused on the game when I'm actually in the game, and I'm only typing in chat when I am in the loading screen or everything else. But that sort of caught me off guard. Now, another ability she also has, and it's so bizarre, but she has the ability to turn invisible. Where did this ability come from? I want to assume Sonic Heroes, because SBO had the ability to turn invisible. But when was there ever a time where SBO had to teach Amy to be invisible? And you know what? That could be a good ability when trying to sneak up on Sonic and try to capture Sonic to basically blackmail Sonic to force him to marry you. But clearly, it's only for this game, and that's just it. Like, this ability makes the least amount of sense. Even then, it also doesn't become very helpful, especially when you only control Amy in so many different times. There's not very much you can do with Amy. Like how do I say this? Her hammer accuracy is pinpoint range, and it really sucks in terms of like damage control. Her double jump does not give you any extra momentum. And her visibility, I just don't see the point of it. It just doesn't... This character really sucks. And if you're willing to defend this game because of Amy Rose, I'm sorry. No matter what you say, it's not gonna help. We only need to control her for a few points in the game, and thank goodness for that.
Those enemies look like they're guarding that door. Let's start by getting rid of them.
Anyways, most of Silver's segments is like, enter a room, kill a lot of enemies, and then enter the next room. That's what most of like Silver's Dusty Desert is. And again, it's inside of the pyramid, it's not outside. I wish it was outside, because like, again, outside environments do give you a lot more freedom to mess around with. But for it being like, very limiting out from being inside, it's just so nauseating. And again, the big enemies are like a pain for Silver. The big enemies are such a pain for Silver. Again, you have to utilize the environment around you if you want to get yourself around these parts. Of course, you gotta utilize your telekinesis to make platforming work as well. And again, like last episode, I do recommend that you spam the hover ability instead of hold it, so that way you can like make platforms a lot easier. Like, some platforms could be awfully tight if you hold down the hover button, but if you constantly mash the hover button, like making multiple platforms will be a lot faster. And that was a cheap shot right there, dude. I was just opening the door, that guy was already shooting. Was that really fair? Let me know in the comments below, because I feel like that was not fair. And again, like, the Vulcan cannons just only take care of rings bit by bit. They don't take care of all of them at once. That's what missiles are for. And, like, I feel like the Vulcan Cannon ones are, like, the second enemy they introduced us into this game. I don't think it's the first one. I'm trying to figure out what is coincidental for enemies that dealt, like, machine gun damage instead of, like, all at once damage. I don't know. Anyways, I think we are coming in across the worst part of Dusty Desert, like, right about now, I'm pretty sure. So, finally getting near the end of this. There's enemies up there, but you don't have to mess with them. They're just there for, like, I guess you want to get an extra score bonus. And, oh god, here we are. This is it, ladies and gentlemen.
So I guess the lock will open if I put this ball in that hole over there.
Alright, so basically what this is the ball puzzle. It's the infamous ball puzzle. What you gotta do is pinch slap the ball puzzle throughout this gigantic hallway. there's a lot of bottomless pits, there's a lot of, like, useless walls that will try to prevent the ball from, like, falling in those pits, but they don't really work. They don't know. You have to use your pinch slap, and if you want to, like, make it really far, you're gonna have to do a ton of leaps of faiths. Because, like, I doubt you're gonna make it with the amount of hit points you got. And what's weird is, why can't I not just stand on the ball and just move it? Like, I'm Silver the Hedgehog. I should be able to, like, just lift the ball up and just take it to its destination, but apparently not. I was able to take these other boxes, but no. This is another example of shoddy programming. So as such, I'm going to do a little bit of a sequence break that most people would use. You use the box, stand on top of the box, hover up, and go above the door. I did it first try, thank goodness, so I'm able to get a good ranking because of it. And basically what you gotta do is, like, glitch yourself on top of the door. It may take you a few tries on your first playthrough, and just go over it. And it's like right where the goal ring is. So, like, if you actually are dead on of doing this ball puzzle, good luck.
Perfect!
Some Let's Players did it first try. Some Let's Players just give it a shot and then just box their way in just to finish the level. Again, this is an example of shitty programming that doesn't need to exist, but it just does exist. Anyway, so we're moving on to, of course, the next bit, of course, which is a character battle.
I can't believe we haven't located Sonic yet. Gee, I wonder where he went.
I've been looking for you. You're the Iblis Trigger. Your actions will condemn us all. Who are you? My name is Silver. For the future of the world, I will destroy you!
Doesn't look like you're here to talk.
Okay, so welcome to our first character battle. This is basically Hedgehog versus Hedgehog. Silver up against Sonic. And Sonic's version of the fight is pathetically easy. All you gotta do is grab a ton of plates and tables and everything else, and just spam him, and his health bar can go down really, really fast. It is stupidly easy. But when we get to the opposite, which we will get to later on, which will probably be next episode, you could see why that this boss could be a pain. But as Silver up against Sonic, it's really easy. Just grab a ton of stuff, throw it at him, get dunked on, Hedgehog. But of course, next episode we will do the opposite, as I will switch over to Sonic's point of view.
Looks like I'm on a roll.
And we will see how this fight goes as Sonic the Hedgehog, as well as figure out how the princess is doing. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this Let's Play. If you haven't done so already, make sure to slap a like, subscribe with the bell notification turned on, and I will see you legends in the next episode. Marshall 1, signing out.